This is the message to King Abdullah II bin Al-Hussein of Jordan. This is a similar message that I spoke to the country of Venezuela. It is a political and economical message. More importantly, a message on terrorists and terrorism. Obviously, unlike other countries of the world, I do not have to warn you of ISIL or Daesh, as they have chosen that name for themselves. I hope that I have pronounced that right. You believe that you and your people are in dire straits with the attack of this diabolical organization called ISIL or Daesh. These are the words of Jesus called the Christ. The Quran speaks many good things about him. Jesus was before the Prophet Muhammad. The Bible was written before the Quran. Jesus held to the Jewish Old Testament as the very word of God. He quoted from it many times. The Jewish Old Testament said that he was coming. This is taken from Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For to us a child is born, a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. Psalm 36, 9. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Isaiah 9, verse 1. But there will be no gloom for her who was in anguish. In the former time he brought into contempt the land, but in the latter time he has made glorious the way of the sea and the land, those people who look to him and trust in him. Venezuela, land and sea, you land. Continuing in Isaiah 9, the people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. You have enlarged the nation and increased their joy. They rejoice before you, as people rejoice at the harvest, as warriors rejoice when dividing the plunder. For as in the day of Midian's defeat, you have shattered the yoke that burns them, the bar across their shoulders, the rod of their oppressor. Every warrior's boot used in battle, and every garment rolled in blood, will be destined for burning, will be fuel for the fire. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his kingdom and his government and peace, there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. Now these are the very words of Jesus. Matthew 11, 25 to 30. At that time, Jesus declared, I thank you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that you have hidden these things from the wise and understanding and revealed them to little children. Yes, Father, for such as your gracious will. All things have been handed over to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. He goes on to say, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Jesus himself prophesied the fall of the city of Jerusalem. It happened in 70 AD by the tyrannical, despotic Roman Empire. In Matthew 24, verse 1 and 2, we read, Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its buildings. Do you see all these things, he asked? Truly, I tell you, not one stone here will be left on another. Everyone will be thrown down. In Mark 13, 1 to 2, look, teacher, what massive stones, what magnificent buildings. Do you see all these great buildings? Jesus replied, not one stone will be left on another. Everyone will be thrown down. And they were. Before he died, he was coming to the city of Jerusalem. Before he got there, he looked at the city and lamented over Jerusalem and cried out, Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones those who are sent to it. How often would I have gathered your children together as a hen gathers her brood on their wings, and you would not. See, your house is left to you desolate. For I tell you, you will not see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. This is Jesus, the Christ Messiah. Here Jesus prophesied his own death, but he arose from the dead and is seated at his Father's right hand, only to come again. He says in Isaiah chapter 55, come, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters. And he who has no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk, without money, without price. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which does not satisfy? Listen diligently to me, and eat what is good. Delight yourselves in such good food. Incline your ear and come to me. Hear, that your soul may live. And I will make with you an everlasting covenant, my steadfast, sure love for David. Behold, I made him a witness to the peoples, a leader and commander for all the peoples. Behold, you shall call a nation that you do not know. The nation that did not know you shall run to you. Because of the Lord your God and of the Holy One of Israel, for he has glorified you. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to the Lord, that he may have compassion on him, and for our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain and the snow come down from heaven, and do not return there, but water the earth, making it bring forth and sprout, giving seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it will accomplish that which I propose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it. For you shall go out in joy, and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills before you shall break forth into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come up the cypress, instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle, and it shall make a name for the Lord, an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. This is for all those who look to him and trust him. These promises are for all those people who look to him and trust in him. Jesus the Christ, Messiah. I hope this message gets back to you, King Abdullah. Bye for now.